Welcome to Bite Size Tech. This week we're exploring what feels like a huge shift in technology. It's that moment when AI moves out of the chat window and into the real world. We're going to see what happens when it tries to order a pizza. We'll look at the new generation of laptops that have truly all-day battery life, and I'll even share a couple of simple tricks to make the phone you already own feel a little more futuristic. So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with AI's first kind of clumsy steps into the real world. Then, we'll look at the new phones and PCs being built for this new era. After that, a couple of quick tips for your iPhone, some rapid-fire news, and then a final thought to wrap it all up. Sound good? Let's get started. All right, first up, AI is finally trying to do things for us, not just talk at us. In its first attempt to navigate the real world, well, let's just say it was a bit of a hilarious disaster. So, this is the big question, right? We're all used to AI writing emails or answering our questions, but can it actually handle a simple real-world chore, like, say, ordering a pizza? The folks over at Tom's Guide put ChatGPT's new agent feature to the test, and the result was, well, it was fascinating. The whole process was a 20-minute saga of just digital trial and error. It started out great, correctly finding a nearby Domino's. But then the AI got completely baffled by the menu, just adding and then removing random pizzas. Then it spent 5 minutes failing to click the basket link. And this part is brilliant. It even fell for a classic upsell, adding chicken wings just to meet a minimum order value, before finally handing things over for payment. And this quote from the writer Alex Hughes just sums it up perfectly. Right now, watching these AI agents is like watching a toddler try to make breakfast. There's a lot of mess, some very confusing choices, but eventually, somehow, you might get a piece of toast. It's the very, very beginning of something big. And hey, while it might struggle with a pizza menu, this AI agent concept is already getting a whole lot smoocher in other places, like online shopping. See, it used to be that ChatGPT would just give you ideas. But now it's becoming a full-fledged storefront, showing you real products with live prices and letting you buy them right there, inside the chat. That clumsy toddler is learning fast. But for AI agents to be truly useful, they can't be tied to the cloud and a power outlet, right? They need to live on devices that can run all day. And that brings us to the next big revolution, the hardware that's going to power this future. Okay, now what's really interesting about this slide is just the sheer confusion around Samsung's next flagship phone, the Galaxy S26. Look at this. The rumors are all over the map. Is the base model going to be called the Pro? Is the Plus model being discontinued for a super slim Edge version? Or is the Edge model itself getting canceled? Right now, nobody seems to agree on anything. So while the phone world is kind of figuring itself out, the PC world is having a genuine revolution. For decades, Windows laptops have used chips that are like powerful muscle cars. They're fast, but man, do they burn through fuel. Now, they're switching to ARM-based chips, which is the same super efficient engine that powers your phone. And this isn't some small change. It's a fundamental reinvention of what a Windows laptop even is. And why is it such a game changer? It really comes down to this number: over 20 hours of battery life. For the first time, Windows laptops with these new Snapdragon chips have that same incredible endurance as Apple's MacBooks. This means you can genuinely leave your charger at home. It totally changes what a laptop is for. And this isn't just some niche experiment. Just look at this list. Every single major player in the PC world is already releasing premium laptops with these new Snapdragon chips. Microsoft, Dell, HP, Lenovo, everyone is on board. This is a huge, unified industry push that signals a real challenge to the old guard of chip makers. Okay, so that's the future hardware. But you don't have to wait for a new laptop to make your tech feel smarter. With the latest software updates like iOS 18, you can actually make the phone in your pocket more useful right now. So here are a couple of my favorite quick fixes. First up, let's fix one of the quietest but most annoying iPhone features ever, those auto-looping videos. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You show someone a quick clip and it just keeps playing and playing and playing. Well, in iOS 18, you can finally make it stop. It's so simple. Just hop into your settings, find photos, and just toggle off loop videos. That's it. Your videos will now play once and stop, just like they should. It makes browsing your own library so much more pleasant. Next up, let's talk about the lock screen. For years, we've had the same two options: camera and the accidentally turned it on in your pocket flashlight.
Well, with iOS 18, you can finally reclaim that space and put something actually useful there. All you do is press and hold your lock screen to get into the Customize menu. From there, you can tap on either icon and replace it with a whole list of useful actions. Me, I swap my camera for a quick note button and the flashlight for a timer, which is way more useful for things like cooking or workouts. All right, let's switch gears and go into rapid fire mode for a few other big headlines you should probably know about this week. First up is a look at where the money is going in Silicon Valley. There's new data from PitchBook, and it shows that one single technology is just sucking all the air out of the room. And wow, this chart shows the staggering result. For the first time ever, AI startups are on track to get more than half of all venture capital funding, 52%. So what does that actually mean? It means if you're a founder trying to build literally anything else, a social app, a new gadget, whatever, getting money just became incredibly difficult. All the big bets are being placed on AI. Meanwhile, over in the world of social media, the Twitter alternative Blue Sky just crossed 40 million users. And they're testing a pretty fascinating new feature, a dislike button. The goal isn't just to be negative, it's to train the algorithm on what you don't want to see, which could give users a lot more control over their feeds. So let's recap. We've seen AI that can clumsily order a pizza, we've seen devices that can last all day, and we've seen an investment world that is obsessed with one single idea. Let's bring it all together for one final thought. So AI is learning to act, and our devices are getting the stamina to let it? It all leads to one big question. What do you want it to actually do for you? What's that one annoying, tedious task in your life, folding laundry, booking appointments, planning a trip, that you would hand over to an AI assistant in a heartbeat? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.